Hey, I'm Cameron McKenzie, Editor-in-Chief over at theserverside.com, and I wanted to show you the ins and outs of how to merge any branch into the master branch. I wanted to show you how to do it fairly quickly. There are two scenarios to deal with when you want to merge a branch into master. The easiest is when there's no merge conflicts. A more difficult one is when a merge conflict exists. I'm going to deal with the easiest scenario first and move on to the merge conflict later. As you can see, I've got a folder called Merge to Master here, and I'm going to create a new Git repository in here so that you know I'm not up to any funny business as I do this exercise. So I've created a new Git repository. I've only got a master branch to start off with, and I'm going to create a new file called alpha.html in this folder. I use the touch command, but that's just a command line to create a file. I could have just gone in here and said create a new text file and called it alpha.html. It's just so much easier to use that touch command. And I'm going to add that to the Git repositories index. Then I'm going to do a commit-m alpha added. And now I have a file on my master branch named alpha.html. And that's the general scenario that you see right there. Now, let's create a new branch. I'm going to create the Hotfix branch, and to do that, you just say git branch Hotfix. This creates a new branch called Hotfix, and if I want to move to this Hotfix branch, I just do git switch Hotfix. Now, I'm on the Hotfix branch, and you can see on this diagram it says on the Hotfix branch we add a new file called beta.html and do a new commit. So again, I'm going to revert to that touch command, beta.html, just to create a new file in this folder. You see beta created right there. And again, I'll do the ceremonial git add and git commit -m beta added. Now, the thing you need to be cognizant of is I'm currently on the Hotfix branch, and the Hotfix branch has the alpha and beta file in them. As you can see over here, the Hotfix branch has an alpha and a beta file recently added. However, the master branch only has the alpha.html file. Don't believe me? Well, look, you can see the beta.html file there while I'm on the Hotfix branch, but if I do a git switch and move to the master branch, boom, that beta.html file disappears. Now, I do want that beta.html file in my master branch. So how do you do that? Well, what I need to do is I need to merge this file from the Hotfix branch into the master branch. To do that, you move to the master branch. So you can see I'm currently on the master branch. And then I do a git merge command, and I specify the branch that I want to merge into master. And in this case, it's the Hotfix branch. When this happens, Git tells me that there was a fast forward merge, that the beta.html file was in fact brought into my local Git repository and specifically the master branch. And if I do a Git Ref Log, it'll actually tell me, and the Git Ref Log is actually an interesting and advanced command, but it'll actually tell me that, you know, at this point, Hotfix and master are in the exact same state. Notice that they point to the same commit ID. If two branches, master and Hotfix, point to the exact same commit ID, that means that they are in the exact same state. So right now in the master branch, you see alpha and beta files. If I switch to the Hotfix branch, you see that I've switched to the Hotfix branch, but we still have both alpha and beta files. The two different branches are completely in sync, and the merge to master from the other branch was successful. Now let's deal with the slightly more complicated example. I'm going to delete this bash shell, and you know what? I'm going to delete this entire Git repository, and that means deleting the .git folder as well, so that I can start from new. Here, the scenario is we have a master branch and a feature branch. And the challenge with this feature branch is the fact that we create the alpha file in the master main branch, but then in the feature branch, we actually change the alpha file. At the same time, without doing a merge, somebody changes the alpha file in the master branch, and all of a sudden we have a change to the same file on two different branches. When we try and do the merge, it causes a merge conflict. We have to do a merge resolution, a new commit, and only after we have resolved the merge conflict and done the new commit can we consider the two branches merged together. So let's create this scenario. I'm going to open up a new git bash shell. I'll run the git init command, and I'm going to add a new file called alpha.html. I'll do a git add command. I'll do a git commit command. And now we are currently in this state where we've got the master main branch and a single file in it named alpha.html. Now I'm going to create a new branch called feature. Git branch feature. And then I'm going to switch to this feature branch. Git switch feature. And now in this feature branch, I'm going to edit the alpha.html file. And I'll say, hello world from feature. And so that's done on the alpha branch. From the alpha branch, I'm going to do the git add command. I'm going to do the git commit command. Do a little commit message that says, hey, we put hello about the feature branch in the alpha file. So now I've got to change the alpha file. That's that little delta sign there. We've changed alpha on the feature branch. Now I'm going to switch, git switch, to the master branch. I've now switched to the master branch. Now if I go in and edit this alpha file, you notice that nothing's in there, right? Because the changes are only in that feature branch. Now, it would be good if I merged the feature branch into the main master branch. If I did, I wouldn't have a merge conflict because I could do the merge and then start doing some editing on it. But I'm actually going to make a change to this alpha file in the main branch as well. And so goodbye world from master main. I've now edited that file in the master branch. I'll do the git add command. And now I've got an interesting state where the alpha file has a certain piece of content in the feature branch. Somebody's worked on that exact same file in the main branch. And now if we told Git to merge these two branches together, what would Git do? It has two completely different pieces of text inside this file from one branch to another. There's absolutely no way for Git to know what to do in this situation. So it can't automatically merge these files together. You now have what is known as a merge conflict. And so if I want to merge the feature branch into the master branch, well, to merge one branch into another, you should be on the branch that you want to merge the other branch into. So I'm currently on the master branch, so that's where I need to be. And I'm going to say git merge, and I want to merge in the feature branch. But look at this. It says I've got a merge conflict in the alpha file. It says I have to fix this merge conflict and then do a commit before this state can be considered fully merged. Also notice that there's a little warning on this master branch that says I'm merging. So things are in a little bit of a nefarious state right now. Also, look what happens if I open this alpha.html file. It looks like a mess. You can see it's telling me that this content is what's in the head, but this content is what's in the feature branch, and I have to figure out how to merge these two together. When I figure it out, I have to save the file and do a new commit, and only once I've done that is the merge considered to be successful. And so you got to figure it out. And so in this case, I'm just going to rewrite the file that pulls in details from feature and details from master. There's no magic trick here. You've just got to figure out how to fix the code when people have contributed from two different branches. So that file is now saved. The merge is not successful yet. I'm still in an unmerged state. I have to do the git add command. I have to do the git commit command. Call it the merge conflict commit. And now, once that commit happens, you'll notice that we are removed from the merge conflict state. No longer does it indicate that we're in the process of merging. It indicates that the master branch has been successfully merged with the feature branch. And if you don't believe me, I can do a git ref log. And you'll notice that with the Git Ref Log, we have a new commit right here where the master branch has merged all of the changes in from that feature branch. Now, another command that I like to do is git log one line graph all. And I like to do this command because this command shows you what the Git history looks like graphically. So you can see here, we added the alpha file to master. After adding the alpha file to master, we made an update to the alpha file in the master branch. We also branched off into the feature branch. We made another change to that alpha file in the feature branch. And then finally, we brought the changes from that feature branch into the master branch. And now the master branch is up to date with the feature branch. Now it should be noted that while on the feature branch has not been updated with the master branch. So if I take a look at the alpha.html file while on the feature branch, you can see it still says hello world from feature. Hello. However, if I go in and I say git switch and switch to the main branch, which is called master here, when I open up the alpha file inside of the master branch, we have the merged content.